I told you it was spring break.
That doesn't mean you have to spend like bullshit. It doesn't mean you have to go
shiny.
What are you talking about?
And I'm also only 21.
Are you like actually stupid? Next you're gonna pull out but my frontal lobe's not fully developed until 25.
That's how I work.
The sympathy bullshit when it is found out to be bullshit. It ruins my trust in you for the rest of this conversation. Download my budgeting app today and take control of your money once and for all. And for a limited time only, sign up for the annual version of Premium and get my cookbook and notebook signed and mailed directly to you. Link in the description and pinned comment below.
Hi, my name is Sabrina. I'm 21 years old. I'm from Melbourne, Florida, and you're watching Financial Audit.
Thanks for coming over from Florida. So many Florida people. Okay. What do you do for a living there?
I am a meat clerk, so I work in the meat department at a grocery store.
Cool. We've had a few people like that on the show. What do you make?
Never
been a lot.
No, I just got promoted to full time, so I was making $15.25 and then $16.50, and then I just got $17.25 an hour.
What metro is Melbourne in?
Sorry?
What metro is Melbourne in? Because I don't know the cost of living.
What area of Florida? Oh, how much is it? It's a lot. It's expensive.
Yeah, what metro is it in? Like Tampa.
Oh, sorry. It's near Orlando, so it's like an hour south of Orlando. Yeah.
So it's kind of an expensive area, and your hourly is at 16 what?
Now it's $17.25.
Oh, $17.25. Okay, how many hours a week do you work?
40. It's full time.
Good. How much hits your account then? What are we expecting to hit your account?
So about $500 a paycheck, and I get paid weekly. So it's around there. A little bit goes into a different account to pay my mom for my car payment.
So $2,000 hits your account on a monthly basis. Yeah, that's hard to survive.
Yeah.
Is that all that's going on? 21. That's haven't had someone 21 in a while, so it's actually kind of young. You could be in school, you could be just working, you could be career, we could be just starting out, post college. Like what's going on? It's such an interesting age.
I am still going to school. So I moved to Melbourne to go to school. So I'm at Florida Tech.
You're doing 40 hours a week? Mm-hmm. Oh, part-time school?
Yeah. No, it's full-time school. I'm doing both.
That's okay. That's a lot.
It is a lot. I do. I work Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then school Tuesday, Thursday. There's too many pieces
of paper in here for a college student at 21 years old.
It's not that bad. I mean, it definitely could be worse.
I'm curious. So I go in blind to these conversations because I want to go through with the audience, and I don't know if we're just trying to film a different kind of audit because this is our last time filming in this studio before we move to our new studio, and that's really exciting. But I mean, people with like positive finances, I've heard that in comments before. Is this the positive finances episode? This Best Buy card, you had a slight bounce, and then it's completely paid off to zero.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's worth celebrating, right?
Yeah. I worked really hard for that one.
So this is good. Okay.
Did someone say celebrate?
I don't see. Oh. Whoa, champagne. Okay, why? What's happening?
Well, here, I'm going to let you do the champagne.
Okay, well, I don't know what I'm doing with champagne.
Perfect.
Well, we were going to pop a bottle.
No, I don't know how to.
Oh, okay.
I don't drink.
Okay, here, I'll give you this one.
Ah.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
I think you push forward.
Oh, we push up? Oh, God, it's everywhere.
Dude.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, my God. I think
Okay.
Here, you can just like pick some up and just throw it.
Oh, iPad is going to be...
It's only a multi-$1,000 machine. That's it.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I did not think it was going to be that much.
Okay, well, this is good. So I guess we're celebrating with a positive financial audit. Is that what's happening?
Yes, we are.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I mean,
Wow. Well, the audience has asked for it, so here we are.
Yay.
Woo! Oh, look at that.
Ooh.
Oh, bubbly.
It's everywhere.
Get the floor nice and nasty before we leave.
Hey, it's not ours anymore.
Dang.
Well, we got to sublease it. But okay.
Hold on.
A second. Okay. Okay, 1 second. I don't know what the this is so weird.
It's okay.
I have no idea. What is happening? Okay, well, on this piece of paper, I see something with a balance. Okay, what is this? I don't know what they're showing me. It's not fucking labeled. It's not the document.
That's the Best Buy card.
The $0 Best Buy
that is
card.
the Best Buy card.
Which one's the document now?
That is it. That's the current balance.
Okay.
As of like a week. Like 2 weeks ago.
Great. Awesome. That's well done, guys.
Okay, but there's
what
a
a
really-
prank.
there's a really
What a
good
prank.
reason.
What a All right. I thought, all right, so I guess we're not ending with a positive financial audit. All right.
There's a really good reason.
Yeah, where's a good reason to bring the mood down? Yeah, let's hear that.
It's really good. So,
and you fucking made a popper for that.
Yeah.
Did they quite coordinate that with you?
No. Not the popper thing.
Oh, but you knew a balance was coming out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Great. Go ahead. What?
So, when I moved, I could not take my iPad that was my dad's with me. For school, I basically just had to get another one.
College?
Yes.
For college?
Yes, for
You didn't have a
college.
computer?
I do have a computer.
What the f*** you...
Because
You had a $0 card.
I did
You had
have
a
a
$0
$0
card. Which, well, I guess that makes sense if I have a little more critical thinking skills. The fucking stack is thick. What were they all going to be? Different Roth IRAs or something? So I guess makes sense. Okay, great.
So I had to get that card for school.
So obviously we probably don't have the best finances. I'm starting to assume. Yeah,
they're not bad.
But you take a card that was a 0. What do you mean they're not bad? You took a card that's 0 and you brought it all the way back up for an iPad when you had a computer already.
Because they told me that if I didn't use the card, they were going to close it. And I remember you saying that if you close the account, then it's worse for your credit. So I used the card for something for school. That way I could get it paid back. Get
a fucking $5 sandwich.
I can only use that card at Best Buy. You can't use it anywhere but Best Buy.
Go to Best Buy, buy an HDMI cord.
But I don't need an HDMI cord. If I was going to buy something,
got some fucking candy. There's candy at the checkout.
Yeah, but if I was going to buy something,
fucking what the fuck? What the fuck are you talking about? An iPad. You already have a fucking computer. Listen, the only reason I use this is because of the show. No one that buys an iPad actually uses it.
I use it every day.
And I'm sure you have for your little month because I have your most recent statement.
No, I used it before I moved.
And then a screenshot of the balance now, apparently. So fucking great. Listen, this is stupid. You could have gotten there, got a fucking little box of candy. You could have gotten anything that was so much cheaper.
Yeah, but if I was it.
Huh?
I do use it.
Everyone uses an iPad.
No, I was using it before I moved, and then I couldn't take it with me.
Watching YouTube videos?
No, for school.
Then why do you have a computer?
I use it also for school. I take notes with the iPad.
So you need it.
Yes.
You can't take notes on a computer.
No, not because if I can't like type fast enough to keep up with anything, so I write it down.
Oh, for fuck's sake! A great new invention.
I do have pencils and paper. I do both of them.
How many fucking places to write down do you need?
I have one. Okay, so I'd use the iPad.
Buddy,
when
you
I'm
did
in
not
school.
need a $900 stupid. You did not need that.
Well,
when you're already drowning in debt, I am assuming.
Yes.
What a stupid fucking thing.
I thought it was good because I used it for school. So I used the card.
I give them too much freedom to fuck with me.
Well, I had used the card at first to get a pair of headphones that I also use every single day because I didn't have any and I needed headphones. And then I paid those off.
You did not need probably the price of the headphones that you got. You make 2,000. You make 2,000 hours a month and you wasted half of a month's income on an iPad. Shut the fuck up when you have pen and paper. Shut the fuck up when you have a laptop. Shut the fuck up. This is so stupid. This is the dumbest thing. This is such a stupid way to close my final conversation in this building.
I think it gets worse.
Great. Oh, fucking fantastic. Okay, so what are we talking about here then? Because obviously, okay, you're in school. Sounds like you moved to this area for school. What is going on? What the fuck are we talking about today, dude?
Like,
what
why
are
am
you
I
even
there?
studying?
Forensic psychology
Okay.
with a minor in child advocacy studies.
Okay, do you even need a minor? I wouldn't even waste time on that these days.
No, the minor, it's only an extra 3 or 4 classes, but it gives me a certification.
That's expensive for you. Okay.
Yeah, but I get a certification.
At least you get a certification.
Yeah, so I can work directly in the field with that.
Well, where are you in your schooling journey?
I already have my AA or my AS technically.
I don't know what that
is.
is.
So it's the degree below my bachelor's.
Your associates?
So, yeah. So I only need my bachelor's and then I can get the certification. And then if I wait another semester and get one more certification, I'll be dual certified so I can work right away.
I certainly hope so.
Yeah.
21, you started at 18. Yeah, I mean, the years line up. So you're in year 3?
Technically, yes.
Okay, so what are we talking about today? Why are we in so much debt? Why is everything... I'm, again, assuming I haven't seen it, but there's no way that you're not with this much paperwork.
So when I moved, I wasn't planning on not having a job right away because I worked at the place that I work now. I worked there before I moved, But my transfer took way longer than I expected, so I essentially was living without an income for the first 2 months of living there.
This can't be just 2 months of
No, it's definitely not.
Then
but
what are you
it's
talking
A
about?
good amount of it is. Well, I also live with my boyfriend, and when he moved in with me...
Oh, no, that means I get that.
No, when he moved in with me, his grandparents are paying for his college, and their one rule was that he needed to focus on school for the first semester, and they
if they're
didn't want him to
paying
get
for
a
it, yeah.
job. So I'm
Cool.
paying for both of our expenses.
No.
I kind of had to.
No.
What do you mean no?
He can still borrow for living expenses for schooling.
What do you mean? Like borrow a loan or something? He doesn't have any credit. He has
Student loan, though, can cover off-campus living.
It is his grandparents are paying for that, but they're not paying for our cats or anything that we had to do to set up the apartment. They're only paying for
You didn't
food.
have to set up the apartment. What?
I had nothing.
Good.
I literally had nothing.
Congratulations.
So, I mean,
had
that's
an
why-
air mattress for fucking 6 months when I first moved down here.
Yeah.
So I was sacrificing.
well, I mean, I
I'm a
brought
college
a bed
student.
with me.
Oh, there you go. So
that was nice,
So what
but-
so you're just using this as an excuse? You did not need to go crazy, dude. My first apartment in when I was in college, this is used furniture off of Facebook Marketplace that I spent $100 on for everything.
I did get a
'Cause
bunch
this
of
is
used furniture.
yeah, but if you were scrapping, if you were being scrappy, you would not be in these kind of finances.
Yeah, I mean, I'm also only 21, and I've never lived alone, so it's kind of hard to just boop. Now you're on your own.
I am going to commit against this generation.
I am so sorry.
Are you fucking actually stupid?
No.
Can I ask you that?
I've actually been taking care of everything since I was 12. So
Okay, yeah. What was then great? I would actually like to hear that. Then what is the I'm just a 21-year-old?
Well,
what
make
what is
mistakes.
the infant? Everyone does. You're gonna make mistakes until you die.
Yeah.
It's not the I'm 21. Don't infantilize yourself and give yourself a preemptive excuse to fuck up. You will fuck up because you are a human in a very temporary life on Earth. But stop this infantilize. Next, you're gonna pull out but my frontal lobe's not fully developed
No.
until 25.
I'm a psych major.
Dude,
I would
after
not do that.
14, you have the cognitive skills to make
Yeah.
the vast majority of rational decisions in this world, and then it slightly develops more until 25. It's not like a switch is flipped. So what the is I'm just 21?
Well, you
It's so
asked.
stupid. I didn't ask that.
well, yeah, but I mean, you asked why.
Yeah, and that's your answer
Part of it.
is I get to excuse everything because I'm
Well, no,
too young to be able to advocate for myself and make mature choices.
Well, a bunch of the cards had 0% APRs, so I was using those because I didn't have anything in the bank. And then I just
Did you know what that would end up meaning?
that it accrues.
Eventually.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't
Then what was the intention behind it?
Well,
then?
I was using them at first because I didn't have an income, so I was basically paying for everything with that.
You said for 3 months.
Yeah, but I had no money to I didn't have it.
What was your
paid
living
all of
expenses for
the-
3 months that you
all the
went
moving stuff,
into
too.
more debt than humans go into?
It's not that bad. It's bad. But
Oh,
it's
listen,
not
I
that
don't
bad.
know, but all I know is I have a thick stack.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's a reasonable amount of debt, I would say, for living.
Hold on, I can actually look in here and see what it was added up to. It's $33,000. That's hardly a reasonable
Well,
amount
part
of
of it's
debt
my
at
car.
21.
Part of it is my car.
That's a debt. That's a depreciating asset. I don't give a fuck. That is still something you have.
Well, yeah, but that's not all of it is. It's not like I owe $31,000
You do.
or $33,000, but for being stupid, I needed
Maybe
a
that car may have been a stupid purchase.
Well, I lived on a dirt road and I needed a car that was reliable, so that was the car. It was either that or a car that would have broke down. In
I
a
saw
matter of
some dirt
months.
outside too. It's very scary.
Okay, that's not fair. The road is purely potholes. I mean, it's literally one of the most dangerous roads in Alachua County. There's been news articles about it being such a bad road.
Move.
Well, I can't. I was living with my parents. What did you want me to do? Drop out with no money?
When
This
did you move?
I moved in this past December, so
From the
December
fam?
24th. Mm-hmm.
Listen, I haven't been on that road. I don't drive
It's
on
horrific.
every road. Cool. Listen, but it sounds like based on every conversation I've ever had, a really good reason to justify a purchase that was potentially stupid. I haven't looked at your car. I don't know.
Yeah.
It might not be a stupid purchase.
It's a nice-
But if you're then it's probably
It's
a stupid
used.
purchase.
It was used. I will say it was used. It was not a new car. I did not go out and buy a brand new car. So I mean, I think that's kind of important because I could have. I mean, I could have just got a brand new car and not.
Yeah, you can. You can fuck up your life in a lot of ways. Doesn't mean you've done okay just because you fucked up your life in a little way. But you fucked up your life in more
Yeah.
than a little way.
Yeah.
Because $33,000 halfway into college?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah. A good amount of that is school too.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
So what are you trying to do? What are we talking about then?
Like in general, or like with my career.
Your money, your finances.
I'm trying to not be in debt, and I would really like to get to a position where I have the ability to go to the parks that are near me.
Huh?
I live like an hour from Disney, and my sister has an annual pass, and I'd really like to get one to go with her.
How old's your sister?
25.
Does she have a career?
Almost 25. Yes.
That's why she can. That's why you can't. You're
Yeah.
in college. Shut the fuck up.
Well, I mean, I could
do it when
eventually.
you're 25. Yeah, eventually. Oh, you're not talking about now.
No, yeah, I just want to be a Disney adult at some point.
At some point, sure, you
Yeah.
can be a fucking weirdo. That's okay.
It's fun.
No, it's okay. Disney's fine.
Thank you.
Well, and it's the good Disney.
Thank you.
I don't know, but it's just, I've also
No,
had
it
a lot
is.
of weird Disney people on the show. So.
Oh, God. No, they can be a lot.
Well, hold on, you've been accepted on the show. Trust me, I highly doubt that means you're
Dang.
not. Okay, so we know $2,000 came in, right?
Yes.
Good. How much went out?
Probably around 3.
Okay, yeah, 9,258.
Light work, no reaction.
Awesome.
No reaction.
I would not doubt that at all. This month was
You're
spring
okay with
break.
that?
No, but this month
Oh,
was
spring break. That's worth
Yeah.
ruining our
Well, it was also
next
my
50
boyfriend's
spring
birthday.
breaks.
No,
Your boyfriend, I don't give a
he's nice.
Cool. Fuck him. I don't give a That's his birthday. Fuck him.
Well, I mean, I didn't want to not get him something.
I just told you what to do.
I don't think that's a birthday present.
I'm joking, but I'm joking. All I'm saying is that is not an excuse to ruin his next 5 birthdays because you don't have money,
Yeah.
or your next 5 birthdays because you spent it all on him.
Yeah. Sorry.
Are you crying?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Whoa, what's happening?
He just does a lot for me.
What does he do?
I mean, we've been dating for like almost 3 years, and
Okay.
he's been like really important to me, and I just wanted to do something nice for him for his birthday.
Well, what did you do?
We went to Disney Springs for the day.
Okay, everything's
just-
gonna revolve around Disney. I see.
Yeah, it is. Well, he loves Legos, so I bought
Oh,
him 2 really nice Lego sets.
How much does that cost? You spent
lot.
You spent 9,500 when you brought in 2.
Yeah.
I doubt that was all Legos. Was that all
No,
Legos?
it was not, but a good amount of it was. The sets
Of
were-
9,000. How much was
well,
this?
like that single day, I spent about $1,000 probably, or just like that one day at Disney Springs, and a lot of that was on him.
How can you even come close to finding that acceptable? You said you're on your own since 13. Then you would have any kind of
Well,
reasonable.
not on my own. I've just had to grow up fast.
Okay, then you should know that spending a month's income on a birthday, half a month's income on one day,
Yeah.
is like the heart's fine, but you're destroying yourself. You're destroying potentially a relationship because financial reasons are one of the leading causes for separation in this country. So it's like you're putting your relationship at risk too. And he would have been totally okay. You wanted to spoil, great, love
Yeah.
it, but that's also a slightly selfish desire of wanting to spoil because you wanted to. He didn't need to be spoiled.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, a lot of that went on a new card.
Okay.
Okay, but you have to listen. The card itself, they were doing a promotion where if you spent $1,000, they gave you 400 back immediately, which did happen. So that's why that happened that day.
Great. And now we have almost as much debt as. It's just, your debt situation for your age is insane.
Yeah.
Where do you think you are in the world of finances? 0 to 10, 0 being the worst, 10 being the best.
Probably like a 2.
Okay, if you want your Hammer financial score, link is in the description below, or you can go to calebhammer.com. You can also go to calebhammer.com/apply if you want to come be on this show. We'd be happy to have you down here in Austin, Texas. Even have tissues for you if you cry. Okay. Oh, that's right. Huh, $0 Best Buy card. Right. Great.
At least I paid it off once. Like some people
wanna
don't.
fucking die?
No, I'm just
What are you
saying. Like
talking
some
about?
people don't pay off their cards at all. Like at least I paid it off
Oh
once.
my gosh. Okay. Okay. Oh, humans. What flawed individuals we are.
Yeah.
The fact that other fucking people do something does not mean it is okay for you to do it. I will never understand this concept.
Well,
I
that's my
swear it is
reasoning.
1/3 of the conversations I have on here. It's like, who gives a fuck if people are doing bad? Who cares if people are smoking does that mean that just because you do a bad drug that's not as bad as that you're doing okay? No! Who cares about these others? Who gives a That does not justify a single thing about your life, and it never will. You not being able to get ahead ever just because other people are worse doesn't mean you not being able to get ahead is good. I will never understand it. Stop with this bullshit. What is the minimum payment on this fucking Best Buy card now?
$41.
Okay, you owe $902.77. 41 a month. Fucking sakes, dude. What you were making progress. You paid off this card, and then you immediately f***ed it. And there was. Oh,
You asked why.
I'm gonna. Yeah,
I mean,
it's your acceptance of it. It's your acceptance of it or justifying it. This is stupid as f.
Okay, well, I
A
told you about
Disney
that.
Card.
I told you about that.
Oh, for f***ing sake.
What did you expect?
I
You like
think my
Disney.
brain wanted to forget it already because it was so fucking dumb. Okay, the Disney Premier card. So what is going on?
That's the one that if you spent $1,000, they gave you $400 back.
Yeah, but now you have a card that you're not fully paying off that is eventually going to accrue interest. Does it accrue interest now?
Yes.
Why are you sending screenshots instead of fucking statements like we request?
Because that happened. I got that card after I had already sent the original statements, and that's what they told me to do because it doesn't have a
Oh
full
my gosh,
statement
you're
yet.
getting new cards after applying to be on the financial where it's about
Yes.
cleaning up your finances? I'm going to burn this place to the ground.
Well, it's the last day here, so you
It
technically can.
really is, and I should claim the insurance money. This is so stupid. This is so fucking stupid. You open a new debt and round that debt up on the Best Buy card
There's
after
two.
you apply.
There's-
to be on the fuck shot. I don't even want to hear it yet.
Okay.
Oh, I'm just trying to process the fucking choices in your life. Oh my.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
What is the minimum payment on this? Because I don't know.
It doesn't tell me.
What do you mean?
It's because it says it right there. There is no minimum payment yet because
What is
it hasn't
this?
had a full cycle.
What is it? Pull it up now.
Okay.
And what is the interest accruing on it?
I believe it's around 25.
And if you spend 1,000, you got 100.
Yeah, 400.
400.
Yes.
That was your little intro thing.
Yes.
They get you in with nice little bennies.
Yeah.
Nice little bennies. Knowing you
Okay,
so
but-
far. Hey, knowing you so far, and that you like to build cards back up, not pay them off, let interest accrue. I'm gonna bet you're probably gonna eventually pay more than $400 in interest, and they're gonna make their money back. Mickey's gonna
See, it still says no minimum monthly payment due.
give me this. Yeah, you're right. It doesn't. But what it does say is that it went up by.
Okay, that was to get me here
Okay, well that'll be reimbursed. But why the did you put that on a card?
because I didn't have it in my checking account.
Okay, now if you're living your life without having money in your checking account, why?
Because it was spring break.
That's why. It's
I
not
know.
because you came here. It's because you went like you were a fucking
No,
moron
I'm
during
saying the
spring
first
break.
part was
You're
spring
already
break.
in Florida. You don't even need to
Yeah.
go anywhere. That's where everyone goes.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, spring break. It's at 30% interest. It's so stupid. Great. So now we're talking $1,040.43. Oh, so close to being maxed out. I
But
bet it
listen-
will be by the time you go
No,
back home.
I have never
Yeah.
maxed out a card.
You're about to.
Okay, well, I've never gone
You're
over.
about to. Oh, good. Oh, good. It's to get here. That's why we're getting Starbucks. Dining.
Well, yeah, I had to leave like super early this morning. I flew in today.
Disney store, Sephora.
That's all spring break.
Bakehouse, SeaWorld, a restaurant, Pura Vida. Going and getting some bullshit.
Yeah.
Bakehouse, Disney store, Spice and Tea. I'm glad we are accruing 30% interest for Lego Disney Springs and BY Basin. This is so fucking moronic. What are you spending at AutoZone?
Oh, that was a windshield wiper, but they gave part of it back to me because it was the wrong one.
Dude, you're spending like a fiend.
Okay, well, my windshield wiper broke.
Not that. Everything else
Oh.
I mentioned.
Well, I already told you about everything else, so that's what you're talking about.
You think that justifies it?
What? That I told you about it?
Yes.
No.
then I don't give a
I mean, you asked.
I did not ask if you've told me about it.
Oh.
Shut the up. I know, kind of, sometimes, what I've said. You spend like a fiend. And no, what you told me about was your past spending to get you to that 1,000 spent.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me about the Darbies and the dining.
this morning.
And the dining.
That's school.
And stopping in and getting bull. So you went to spring break. Where the did you go?
Disney Springs. And
Right,
then Sephora.
that's right. I don't even know what that is. Where is that?
It's like, have you heard downtown Disney?
So you went an hour away and we blew our life. Okay. Go to a pool next time. Listen, you can do that as a college student.
Yeah.
If you have the money. You're making it so much harder for you later. And you just don't understand that now. I mean, there's no... You can assume the minimum payment's going to be something like $50.
Probably, yeah, 50.
Okay. So literally, in order to get that bonus, you didn't spend it on anything that provides you value. It was literally just going out to eat, out to eat, out to eat. And then, yes, $400 of Legos. But
Yeah.
out to eat, 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 out to eat. That's all it was.
Well, I mean, it was also Sephora and the Spice and Tea Exchange, which isn't eating.
So
but
bullshit.
yeah, I mean, I told you it was spring break.
So that doesn't mean you have to spend like bullshit. You went to a destination. Doesn't
Yeah,
mean
but
you
it's
have to
like,
go
ooh,
fucking
shiny.
insane.
I see you shiny. I wanna get a shiny.
What are you talking about?
I mean,
that's
that's
not how
why.
we all activate. That's not how we all work.
That's how I work.
Then go to therapy. Like what? I can't fix that. I can get you on a budget, but I can't fix you not being able to like oh my gosh, look at that over there.
It's not that
good.
bad.
Well, then you can control it.
Yeah.
Didn't even know what you spent last month. Probably didn't even know what you spent on this fucking card.
I know it was on that one.
Okay, I'll get you with a Sound Your Mind therapist.
Okay.
3 free sessions for our guests and people in our audience. So great. We have like $2,000 in credit cards already. 24. That's our entire month of income. Yay. Okay. What's your rent? Is he working now?
No, he's going to start working in May. He had to wait the whole first semester. That was their rule. I hated it too. Just to be clear.
And they can pay for his life outside of that, right?
What do you mean? Like it's only covering, it's a 529 plan. I don't know if you know what that is, but it can only be used for rent, school, like tuition.
So what all are you?
books.
You're just covering fucking Lego sets and driving to restaurants and then paying for the restaurants. That's not stuff that is required to live.
No, I pay for our cats. I pay for.
Don't get cats if you can't
I
afford
had them
them.
already. They were my cats.
Well,
I wasn't. What do I do? Throw them outside?
they're from their childhood.
No, I mean, kinda.
What?
I got them last year when I lived at home.
No, then you shouldn't have. If you couldn't afford them, if you knew what you were going to do in life, you cannot get pets. It's selfish of you.
Yeah.
It's brutal to say, but it is. It's selfish to get pets you cannot take care of. And it's not his responsibility to take care of your cats. So what else? Because really, I'm just hearing your choices.
I mean, I love my cats. I'm not gonna just get rid of them.
That's not what I'm saying. What else is he not covering?
Anything that isn't food or rent. So like any of the cleaning stuff, like the taking care of the apartment, like anything like that.
Listen, that's like... That's not even that crazy, though. Cleaning supplies is not that crazy.
Yeah, but it adds up.
Yeah, it could be like $50 a month. Cleaning supplies is not crazy. I know you like free things, and I'm giving some things away for free right now. And let me show you how to get it. First, I'm giving you a limited edition financial audit tumbler plus a 30-day trial of Simpler Budget Premium to new users when you buy my 4-class bundle. And this trial is normally only 14 days, but I'm doubling it just for those purchasers. And do you just want 1 class? No worries, you'll still get access to that 30-day Simpler Budget trial. And act now because we're winding down our intro pricing at midnight on April 23rd, so this is the best price you'll ever see on these classes. So if you're feeling feeling stuck or intimidated by your finances, you're not alone, and now is the best time to get started. Grab your free limited edition tumbler, sit back, and finally take control of your financial future, or don't, and you can end up right here.
A lot of the food is also on me.
Not groceries.
A good amount of the groceries are on me.
Why? Then you guys are over shopping.
No, because he has a payment. The payment plan can only cover a school amount of money.
Yeah, how much?
So like this, I don't know exactly. It's his. It's not my money. I don't look at it. But
But you guys are communicating and you're covering things. You should have some kind of insight.
well, he pays for like he pays for like a quarter, almost half of the food. At least.
If he does half, then you're not cutting into your money. Because you're just covering half, which is 2 people, you.
Yeah, but
So what
everything
are
that
you
adds
talking
up,
about?
like all of my monthly expenses are a lot.
Yeah, by your choice, not from him not being able to cover.
I mean, it's not my fault that my car is almost $600 a month.
Yes, it is.
I didn't really choose that car myself.
Your parents did?
My grandma did,
They forced you to.
pretty much.
What is pretty much?
It was between that and a more expensive truck.
Huh?
Why
do they get to choose what car?
Because my grandma took me car shopping when my first car broke down.
Then you say, no, Grandma, take me home and then go car shopping by yourself.
I couldn't. I was 17.
Yes, you could.
How was I supposed to go car shopping without a car?
Uber.
With no money?
Buddy, literally nothing? You didn't have a part-time job?
I did, but I got fired from that job. And then I was
Why?
about to start school because the company the company went away, basically. The company stopped being a thing.
So you got let go. Okay, well,
Yeah.
that's different. Okay, so you get another part-time job. I guarantee you could have dropped some fries. A lot of these things is ending up to be, every time we go down I can go further down the rabbit hole, and it turns out it's just something that you chose, kind of, to a certain extent.
Yeah.
It's like you chose to not do the harder version, but that could have saved you longer. Like,
Well, I mean,
she took you car shopping. She did not force you to. She took you to like 2 places, right?
Yeah.
She just didn't want to go further?
She's disabled.
Okay, go home, Uber.
I couldn't Uber. I didn't have any money to Uber with.
Well, this is why, again, you should have had a part-time job.
I know, but I couldn't get a part-time job if I couldn't drive there. I lived at least 20 minutes away from anything.
Couldn't work at McDonald's.
It was also 20 minutes away
Okay,
from me.
I hear that.
And there was no public transit near me.
You can shop for cars online, though. There's always options.
I know, but I also had no credit, so I needed my mom to go with me.
But that has nothing to do with your grandma going with you, does it?
Well, no, because my grandma, my parents work, so my grandma went with me, and then they were gonna, she told them, which cars we found and stuff. And then
Cool. Tell them
told me
what
where to
car you
meet us.
find online.
I was fine with that option. My parents were not fine with shopping for a car online. They wanted to see it before we got it. So they wanted me to get one, from a dealership, basically.
It's interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it was either that or because the other option was to go to Dodge, which is way more expensive, and get a way expensive car.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's on the used car lot. Private sales also worth looking at, but
Yeah. It was also
couldn't
right
borrow
after COVID.
someone's car?
No, I literally had no one to borrow from. My parents both work and they use their cars to work.
Right, but now they weren't willing to one day, the weekend or something. There you go. We found. I told you the further we go down, we could find it. Come on, they're not working 7 days a week.
I was taking care of my
at the
grandma
exact
because
same
she's disabled. So
What? That doesn't mean
I
you
was
can't
I was
borrow
helping
a car?
her on the weekends, so I wasn't really working on the weekends.
You can take a couple hours.
I
You
probably
can.
could have.
Yes, there you go.
Well, yeah, but
we
that
can
was
always
then.
find a solution. That's what happens. And this is like, listen, I know I'm harping on something that has already happened, and you'd think maybe that's not productive. But the thing is, if we don't correct that mindset now and make it just take the easy solution because it's right there, you're going to be in this situation for the rest of your life. You're going to be here forever. And I've seen it time and time again. I need to correct you that if we try to actually problem solve, fucking whiteboard this, dude,
Yeah.
figure out the solutions and cross off what doesn't work, but you usually end up with a couple different options, and we just found it. Borrow a car on a weekend for a couple hours, maybe for a couple weekends in a row, a few weekends in a row to try to find the right car. So there we go. That was that's what I've just learned. So your purchases we already went through.
Yeah.
You spent over $1,000 on Legos for him?
No. It was all that whole like week.
No, in total before, in general?
Oh, probably, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But that was over 3 years. I mean, that's not...
Yeah, but look where you've gotten in over 3 years. Put yourself and potentially you guys on a better footing because you guys have been together for 3 years. Marriage might be in the picture.
Yeah, that's my goal.
Then you have to sacrifice now for it. Listen, behind every giving action, this sounds weird to say, but there is an argument to be made by psychologists that, so you'll probably know
Yay,
that
me.
huh?
Yay, me, psychology.
And you can probably source what I'm saying because I forgot where I learned this from, but I think it was in psychology class. But behind every action of giving, there's still a bit of selfishness behind it because it makes you feel good.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're still doing this kind of for you, even though, yes, it makes him feel good, but you wanted to give that. You love the feeling of giving, and you were putting that before actually setting you and him up for a future together. If marriage is your goal, you have to sacrifice.
Yeah, I mean, that's my love language, is like giving. And it's really problematic. It 100% is, but like that's the best way I know how to show people that I care about them.
When do you want to get married?
Eventually soon, hopefully. I'm guessing, well, I'm not guessing, but if it were me, as soon as possible.
And him?
He wants to wait probably another 2 years until he's completely done with school. Because he just wants to be done with school, which I mean, I get
So
that.
you want to get married today and he doesn't?
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
It's rough. Because I feel like I do a lot. And I mean, he says like, oh, well, I want to get married, but I just have this going on, or I just don't want to rush into it, or I don't want to do it right now, you know? So it's been a lot. There's a lot of things.
And that might be
like
valid, but also at the same time.
Yeah, we've been together for 3 years.
Well, not just that. Are you sure he actually wants to?
Yeah, I think so.
If he's not willing to just go to the courthouse and have a ceremony in 2 years?
I want to say I'm sure, but
Okay.
there's really nothing I can do to prove it.
Okay. Is it your finances? Because I've talked to a lot of couples where it's like they're not willing to get married because one is financially.
Honestly, I doubt it. Just not to make him sound horrible, but like he didn't know much about finances, honestly, to begin with, because his parents like never made him deal with it. They just kind of did it for him. So
Yeah, but
so I don't think he really understands the extent of how bad it is right now for me.
is it okay? Can I call him in the post show and tell him how bad it is?
Yeah, if you want. I mean, I'm not going to stop
I
you.
do want to. We'll do that in the post show. So it's important in this conversation if we're discussing marriage. Okay, another $1,000 in debt, essentially. We got an Apple Card.
Yeah.
What are we buying here? Another iPad?
That's
ruin our
also
life
just
with iPads?
It's just been built up household expenses mostly. So like Publix, like food and stuff.
I go through your Apple Card. Will I see that?
Yeah.
Only that?
Mostly, yeah. I said
Mostly.
mostly.
Now it's changed.
No, I said mostly. It's mostly
Okay.
that.
Okay,
I will
pull it
say
up
there's
then.
probably
Pull it
some
up then.
stupid stuff.
Pull it up then.
Okay. Keep having to
Oh,
unplug.
I have a statement here. I mean, it's.
Oh, you have it? Okay.
It's 60% stupid.
Yeah.
Mostly
Wait,
stupid.
what's stupid?
Okay. Subscription.
Okay, but
Domino's.
what subscriptions? Because some of them are actually like important.
Premium.
For what?
Where we
Oh,
are.
YouTube? Yeah. I mean, what do you want me to do? Not have YouTube Premium? Okay, that sounded really bad. Okay.
You're having
I
it.
use it every single day, and it's a student discount.
Okay, see, you're immediately pushing the goalpost. You do not need a $144 version of Grammarly.
That was for school. I think that came back to me at some point.
It better, but you do not need that expensive version.
No, but I wasn't trying to get it.
Trust
they
me,
said
that's
that I
just
get a
one.
subscription from school.
Yeah, before you get too excited,
Yeah.
that is just one out of like 1,000
yeah.
here. Domino's, pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's bull.
Yeah.
Not going to try to justify
Well,
that.
I
Wow,
didn't-
we made it. We made
I
progress.
didn't have anything in the freezer. Our freezer's tiny.
What did you get at PacSun for $65?
That was me replacing, I believe, some pants that got ripped or whatever.
And you had no other pants.
No, I did. I just
Oh, there you go. Bull.
yeah.
Some subscription or Apple Pay. Einstein Bros Bagels. Panther. Fit Panther.
That's
Surf
cool.
Style.
Yeah.
Einstein Bros. HBO Max. Bullshit. that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 bullshits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 non-bull. And honestly, if you go into the store and you get a $10 thing, I'm not confident that is groceries and not just you going and getting.
No, I mean, that's where I
when
work.
you stop at the square, $10.67.
The square.
Melbourne Square.
I genuinely have no idea what that is.
Miniso. M-I-N-I.
Oh, that was in the mall. That was in the mall.
Bullshit.
Yes.
Great. So it's even more.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Great. How long have you had this card? You said you just ramped it up.
No, I've had that one for a while. Over a year.
Oh, a year. Oh, lady! There's more pages in this statement.
Yes.
And it's all fucking bullshit. You went in and got some bullshit. Went in and got some bullshit. Went in and got some bullshit. Japanese restaurant. Went in and got some bullshit. Went in and got some bullshit. Went in and got some bullshit. Barnes & Noble, go to the fucking library. You're on a school damn campus. Netflix. Went in and got some bullshit. Domino's. Bullshit. Apple Bill. And Uber subscription. Not just an Uber payment, Uber subscription. But we have a car. We have a car that we pay so much for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Ever wish your brokerage paid you for a change? Yeah, so Silo actually does that. With Silo, you can earn up to $5,000 cash back every year just for holding your stocks and ETFs with them. That's right. You invest like normal, and Silo gives you 0.5% back on your entire account balance, including what you've already invested. Meanwhile, most free brokerages are raking money off all your trades through payments for order flows or pocketing interest on your idle cash.
What are you talking about?
But Silo flips that model, rewarding you instead. Now, yes, there's a monthly fee for the cashback program that starts at $10, but I'm a Silo cashback member myself, and if you sign up with my link, you get 3 months for free to test it out. Take the trial with no strings attached. And if you're just curious, you can still invest in stocks and ETFs with no monthly fee, even without the cash back. Also, all assets on Silo are stored with Interactive Brokers and protected by $500,000 in SIPC insurance, up to $2.5 million in FDIC insurance. So if you want to get paid to invest, like I do, go to silomarkets.com/Caleb to lock in your free trial and earn up to $5,000 in cash back every year. That is silomarkets.com/Caleb. Let's get back to the episode. If you're still using a brokerage with fees and clunky tools, you're losing money and time. I switched to Moomoo because I needed real data, reliable execution, and actual trading tools, not just some basic chart with vibes. Moomoo has been my primary platform for over a year now. It's where I track insider activity, monitor institutions, and set up conditional orders, all from one clean interface. It's made my process smoother, which leads to peace of mind. Also, Moomoo is the now official trading platform partner of the New York Mets. So yeah, they're playing in the big leagues. And here's the part I know you'll love. Moomoo charges 0 commissions on US stocks, ETFs, and equity options. That alone was enough to make me switch. But what about the promos they got right now? It's seriously unreal. Because I convinced them to perfectly craft a promotion only for my audience. If you're new, deposit $2,000 and Moomoo will gift you $150 in cash rewards towards your trades. And while you're in between trades, you'll earn 8.1% APY on that uninvested cash for the first 3 months, which is one of the highest in the industry. And if you already have a portfolio with another brokerage, you can transfer that portfolio over to Moomoo and they'll give you a 3% cash reward match up to $600 in cash rewards. So if you're ready to take charge of your investing, join the 25 million people that are already using Moomoo worldwide. Just sign up using the link in the description and pinned comment, or scan the QR code on screen and claim up to $150 in cash rewards. Thank you again to Moomoo for sponsoring this video. Let's get back into the program.
Great.
Well,
Thank you. We have an Uber subscription.
The Barnes & Noble, that's school. That was not fair.
What?
The Barnes & Noble charge.
It's a school book?
Yeah, it was books.
Okay, great, guys.
Some books.
We made it. We made it 1 out of like 30. Woo!
There's a
Everything's
reason.
justified. Everything's justified. It's all good. Let's celebrate again. Woo!
There's more here.
Fuck off. Come on. Come on. What are we doing? Why even put it on the credit card anyway? Because you're just going to be accruing interest.
I didn't have it in the checking
Is it
account.
interest free right now?
No, it is not.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I think that's the one of two that are not interest free right now. But the rest of them are.
So stupid. When they're saying you put a lot of the move on here, like $200 couch, $60 of posters, reverse osmosis water filter,
Okay.
toaster oven, steam cleaner, all the cleaning supplies, which that part is fine. Decor, $200. You do not need fucking decor. A mini fridge? One fridge isn't good enough. Fuck
No,
you.
because the
Come
fridge is
on.
tiny and I'm trying to, keep room to not buy food all the time.
What?
Our apartment fridge that came with the apartment is literally tiny.
Yeah, great. I don't care.
Well, I mean, that's
Go
the
grocery
reason.
shopping once a week. I don't give a stop. Meal prep. I don't fucking care. How tiny?
Very
Show me
small.
how high. That's fine. It's a smaller fridge. We've all had weird small fridges.
It's a fridge and freezer. So
Yes,
not
we've
of
all
that's the
had
fridge.
those before. In a cheap college apartment. This is normal.
Well, that
Do
was
you
the
work
reason.
at a fucking grocery store anyway?
do.
Pick up the food on the way home. My
Do.
you stupid. Ah! Okay.
I do pick up.
Okay. What? Okay. Great. Great. And we need all the decor and all the posters and.
Well, that was my first time moving out. I mean,
Did not need that to fucking
well,
survive.
that's the reason.
You're saying you justified at the beginning of this conversation. This is how you listed it at the beginning of the conversation. I covered all him because his grandparents can only cover school from his 529. Okay, great. Okay, maybe there's some sympathy here. Posters, had to get it. Had to get the couch. Had to get all this bullshit. In the month that we move, all the posters, all the decor, the steam cleaners, all this stuff we had to get. Had to get. We wouldn't survive. We would have gotten evicted if we didn't get this. Come on. Don't set me up with this, with the sympathy bullshit when it is found out to be bullshit. It ruins my trust in you for the rest of this conversation. You're no longer a reliable narrator in your own finances because you tried to mislead.
I mean, that's how it feels for me.
Feels.
Well, I mean, that's like in that day, yeah.
You're not in that day.
Yeah, I'm aware now, but this isn't that day either. So, I mean, I'm trying to explain how it felt in that day.
You didn't say that. Now you're just pushing the goalpost again. Now you're just trying to... Come on, yes you are. You're trying to tell me what actually happened. And now you're like, well, actually, I was just trying to tell you what I felt like in that day.
Well, I don't know how else
not
to
what
describe
actually
it.
happened. Huh?
I don't know how else to describe it. I mean, that's the best way I
You
know how
could
to
say,
describe it.
I made bad purchases. They
I
were
did say that.
stupid. No, you said I had to cover his expenses
Yeah, and I've made
to
dumb
move in.
choices.
Huh?
I said, and I've made dumb choices.
I don't remember that.
I definitely said I've made bad decisions
Did
on
she-
here.
But in that context, in that statement,
I don't know.
exactly. Then I don't give a because all I'm doing is talking about this part,
Oh.
the part of you moving in.
Yeah.
You didn't qualify those at the same time.
They're all a bunch of dumb choices.
Well, there you go. Say that instead of trying to lead a sympathy play to make you look good out of the gate. Hey, I just had to cover all his expenses because he just couldn't afford it. And the grandparents only covering the school thing. And they said he couldn't work, so he couldn't work. So I had to cover this stuff. It's bullshit. You
Partially true.
partially.
Like, part
but
of it is
barely.
that.
It's your own cats. You cover your half of the groceries.
Oh, okay.
Really, it's just the cleaning supplies. And that could be like $25, $50 a month. You're in a small college apartment.
It's a 2-bedroom.
Stop it. Yeah, okay. Maybe you have too much of an apartment, if we're being honest.
Okay, but to be fair, I did hunt for apartments for months, and there were like no good listings. That was like the best one I could find.
Unfortunately, you've lost your reliability.
Yeah.
I wish I could believe that. And a part of me does, but unfortunately a part of me doesn't now. With the car thing, couldn't literally borrow your parents' cars on the weekend. Trying to make the whole financial situation a sympathy play because I had to cover the boyfriend because he couldn't work. No.
I didn't say it was all of that.
Come on. You know how it looked. You know how you were framing it. Don't try
Well,
to
like-
rewrite the conversation.
I mean,
Don't try that. Don't. We're not going to get anywhere if you do that. Is this how you've talked to everyone ever? Have you tried to like manipulate conversations?
I don't think so.
Okay. Certainly hope not. What is this? Boyfriend is going to try to pay her back for what she's paid. But a boyfriend has helped her out with car insurance in the past. You
Yeah.
didn't even say that. So you helped him out, but he's helped you out before, and you didn't even, again, you should have brought that up if you're
Well,
going
I didn't think that was when was that relevant? We haven't talked about like that. We've only talked about this stuff.
Because you came into this do you not remember what I just said like a minute ago?
Yeah.
You came into this conversation with the sympathy play of I had to cover him. This is where you also would say, but he's covered me before. So, actually, we're kind of even.
I never said it was uneven. I'm just saying that you asked.
No, you didn't.
asked-
You're right. You
No,
didn't specifically
that's
say it
not
wasn't
fair.
uneven, but you
Because-
came in to try to get sympathy by saying you covered him.
Okay, but you asked what was on the card. That's a lot of what was on the card.
That's not. What, the Apple Card? I didn't know the Apple Card existed at the beginning. At the beginning of the conversation.
No, you asked where all the debt and stuff is coming from, so I gave you that was part of it. Like that was the whole thing.
But usually in contextual conversations, people would say, but also he's covered my expenses in the past as well. So this is kind of.
Well, I didn't think
sense.
that would be relevant at that point. At
How
that moment.
not? Are you not capable of normal conversations?
I mean, sometimes I guess not. I don't think about like the whole thing. I mostly just think about that exact question.
You told the producers you think he owes you $3,000 to $4,000?
Probably.
What if you covered that as 3 to 4?
Wait.
No, your cats do not count.
No, not 3 to
Your
4,000.
That's what they wrote down from your conversation with them. Unless they misheard you.
I don't think it's 3 to 4,000. It's probably a good amount of money, but I don't think it's $3,000 to $4,000.
For what? Your cats?
No, just
your half of groceries? I'm
general.
so confused. $25 to cleaning supplies on a monthly basis? What is he paying you back for?
all of this stuff.
The Legos? Does he have to pay you back for the Legos?
No.
Then what the is 3 to 4,000? Because now
Everything
it's almost
from
putting yourself in
moving.
an entitlement position.
It's okay. I don't know how exactly to describe it. I have all the receipts and stuff, but like a bunch of the things that we did the weeks or the first month of us living here, because none of
Just
it.
for the furniture?
No, it's for like yeah, that too. But it's
Okay,
like
well maybe it could be for the furniture.
it's for part of it. It's
Did you
definitely
guys
part of
make an
it.
agreement that he's going to pay for half?
No, I just know he will.
I mean, out of everything that they added up for the furniture, it was like a couple $1,000. So where are we 3 to 4?
I
We've
don't
only
know
lived together
sure.
for a year.
Less than a year. We've been living together since December.
Then what the fuck?
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't think that's what I meant to say. I genuinely don't.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no way.
Next card. See what new personality trait we discovered in this one. Freedom. 1,000. $5.35. I know I'm being hard and I'm pushing you hard, but it is important to call out the things you have said, the way you have established the conversations, and your way of not being able to find a potentially slightly less convenient way to do things, but save yourself in the long term. I need to call them out. I need to push back. And I need to call you on your bullshit and you push back on those, because you will continue making the same mistakes forever if I do not. And you're a human that exists in this world. I cannot have you fucking up forever. It sucks for you. I don't want to see someone suffer. $40 payment on this, $1,005.35 owed. Oh, for well, it looks like the balance was paid off last month, but then you purchased $1,005.
Yeah.
So what's up with this card?
That's the shared card we used when we moved in.
Who shared? Shared with who?
The boyfriend.
You're
Well, not shared. He's an authorized user.
Oh God! Oh, but you're not married yet. Why are you getting so entangled like this?
Because he had no credit.
Tell him to get an intro credit card.
He did. He actually got a Fizz card.
Okay, then all of a sudden we realize.
Yeah, I wanted him to start building credit.
Okay, so he got the Fizz card. Great. So why the did he need to be on this card?
I added him before that.
Why didn't you just have him go get that card first? Okay, it's just
Because
okay.
he had
okay,
no credit
okay,
to get
okay.
one.
He could have gotten an intro credit card
I
if
don't
that's
know
what we
what that
cared
is.
about. Just the credit card that everyone a
Oh,
credit
I'm
card
just
that
saying, I don't know what
on
that is.
college campuses they have booths where they're like, sign up for this credit card.
Oh.
If he really just needed intro, he could have Googled GPT, grokked. He could have anything.
Well, that's what I thought of. I thought, I can add him to this, and
Okay.
it'll.
It's the shortcut angle. It's a kind of a repeated thing in this conversation. But again,
feel
I
like
do
it's
want
just
to
a
call
lack
out.
of knowledge.
Huh?
I feel like it's just a lack of knowledge.
Yeah, but lack of knowledge is less of an excuse today than it's been in human civilization. You have the access to everything at your fingertips. I know some people are like adamantly anti-AI. Some people are like,
No,
woo
it's
AI.
not
But
that.
here's the thing. I mean, with like 4.5 using like the deep research version there, you can learn anything you want to learn, and you can fact check to confirm that everything's okay and correct.
Yeah.
But just history, stuff that it's able to confirm at least throughout history, it's like you can learn anything right now. You can have a scour the internet to find resources for you and knowledge for you. And then you go learn the resources through the sites that it finds, through books, Google, fucking Bing if you want to get weird. Or
Who uses Bing?
Exactly, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I haven't heard
but the
Bing in, like, a
resources,
year.
but you have the resources.
Yes.
The lack of knowledge is a choice at this point. Now, you don't know what you don't know. There is that. But the thing is, once you know you don't know something, which you know you are not informed on this, you can go learn. There are shows like this where we teach the basics. We have our educational classes. We have a fucking debt. It's in depth on debt, in depth on budgeting, in depth on investing, in depth on real estate, where you can spend hours taking our quizzes. And I give you everything that we have brought in experts to teach everything everyone would have to know. There are so many resources out there. It is not I'm 21. My frontal lobe is not developed.
I never said the frontal
You didn't
lobe
say
thing.
that, but a lot of people say
Yeah,
that. But
no,
you
I
did
hate
say
that
I'm
excuse.
21.
Well, yeah, I was trying to explain that, like, I'm 21, but also, I don't know, I just feel like there's just been so many things that have gone on with me that I just feel like all the time I'm just screwed.
That's not even true, but we can all get down.
No, but I'm not saying, like, just the money. I'm saying in general.
No, I know, but that is not true. You're in a position where you're in college,
Yeah.
you live with your boyfriend, you're potentially going to get married. So far, I mean, yes, we've looked at lots of different debts, but we're at $4,000 of debt. That is too much of your 2 months of your income. Unless something gets absolutely insanely worse, no, you're not in the worst position. You're in a position where you're doing stupid things,
Yeah.
like the spring break and justifying it because it's someone else's birthday. It's just like, you're not in the worst. It is easy to feel down on ourselves and talk to the therapist about that as well. And it is easy to get into that spiral, but you gotta bust out of it. And you gotta start putting in effort. Again, just building out a budget, man, and our budgeting app. Literally just building out a budget. At least you know where your money's going and you can start correcting things on a monthly basis. It's all automated. It's like so many tools now where, yes, you can feel down, but there are easy steps you can take to start breaking that cycle.
I'm not, like, trying to use it as an excuse, but I do have ADHD and I do have anxiety. So, like, when things come up,
I have a panic disorder. Listen,
It's
and
just-
that everyone in the world has ADHD.
I know.
It feels like
it's really annoying, but it's when things like come up, because I got diagnosed really late, because a lot of women do get diagnosed really late. So when things come up, they just feel really stressful in that exact moment, and I just try to find the fastest way to handle it.
You have to learn coping mechanisms.
I do, but
there you go.
That's the reasoning for a lot of the choices. Is I'm like, oh well, this needs to get handled now.
But you're still making those choices now.
Yes.
I'm going to push back.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to push back. You are still making those choices now. Look at you. You are speaking educatedly about your own decisions, meaning you know they are going on, meaning it is your choice to not seek the help to develop those coping mechanisms of the results that you are doing, meaning when those results of your actions are happening, it is your fault still.
It just feels like
and
I work
ADHD
too
is
much.
not a... You do.
Yeah, like I
You
work, like I
might.
don't have the time to go and see somebody about it just because I'm
No.
constantly
You
trying to work.
legitimately might. And with your degree and everything, student loans might be a valid return on investment for you versus working 40 hours a week. It might not make sense for you to work 40 hours a week, and that is okay. This is not Dave Ramsey. I'm not. You have to go to college completely paid for. You can get a good return on investment if we do this correctly.
Yeah.
You know, you already did the associate degree at community college.
Yes.
See, if you already done it like the right way, that part, if we borrow a little and work 20 hours a week, that is okay.
Yeah.
But also, you just went and spent $1,000 on Legos. Like, it is not the fact that you are working. There are actions here as well that you are putting yourself in a hole where you're now forced to work because you have minimum monthly payments.
Yeah, because I saw Ooh Shiny.
Because you saw new shiny.
Yeah. I mean, that is literally the reason. So.
Well, it looks like this card's 0% intro.
Yes. that
Now,
one is still in the intro period.
groceries or bull, it's hard to tell. Quest Diagnostics. Yeah, gotta make sure
Yeah,
you don't
that's
got
blood
them
work.
STDs, STIs. I got
Ooh,
it. I got it. You gotta be safe.
Oh.
You got a car wash. I mean, it's Florida.
But no, I try to take really good care of my car just to keep it, like, obviously worth something, because I don't want it to be, like, bad because my car is white too.
But you're not near the beach. You're not getting salted and not
our
dust.
water has pure sulfur in it. Like the sprinklers that go
water?
off, the sprinklers in my apartment, they're purely sulfur, and it
And
leaves.
you park on the sprinkler?
I have no choice. All of the parking is surrounded by the sprinklers.
Okay.
And it's really, really bad.
A suggestion.
Yes.
Buy a 1-gallon bucket.
There's no hoses.
No, fill it up in your sink.
Oh.
My gosh, and walk it down the stairs.
Yeah.
Fill up a
I did cancel that. I actually did cancel.
It was a subscription?
Yes, it was. I didn't realize it was a subscription, and then I was like, I will say I did get my washes out of it though. Once I realized it was a subscription, I got a crap ton of washes out of it. Because you could pay for, I think what happened was they told me like you could pay for the one wash, or you could pay that exact amount for the one wash.
Yeah,
for the
I mean, they
month.
coax you into it. I get it.
Yeah.
Do you have to pay this off by...
June, I believe.
Oh, no, not June, is it?
I think it is June.
I can't find a date for some reason.
I know it was on there. I believe it should have been.
June 14th?
Yes.
That's what I'm being told. Fuck me. Okay, so we have to put 1005.30... 1005.35. One second.
Sorry.
I mean, it's essentially, you gotta put $510 to it on a monthly basis.
Can I throw something in?
Is it good or bad?
It's not horrible. When I was
Also, what is this freestyle watches? That's bullshit.
I sold my Apple Watch that I had. I sold it because I wasn't using it. I sold it to my sister. I got this one with the same amount.
You need a watch?
At work, yeah, I do. Because there's like no clocks anywhere, and I have to be on time everywhere.
You can't check your phone like that.
I mean,
just to see.
I can.
Time?
It's just I'm really bad at it, and I a lot of my work pants don't have pockets because women's work pants suck because we have no pockets. So I end up leaving my phone in the office instead, and they don't want us on it all the time anyway. So it's also a very big appearance thing.
It's not
for
the
my
biggest
work.
thing. It's just the stacking up of things.
That 100% is my company's appearance
and
thing. They want you to have a
unfortunately, at the
watch.
grocery store, I cannot assume that every purchase is 100% necessary because you work there. You might be grabbing. Like
I'm gonna say though,
drinks.
I do bring energy drinks with me. I do not buy them at work.
That is a good start, but you could be buying snacks. Things you don't need that you're passing out. You're like,
yeah, I mean it's really hard because of the BOGOs, but
because of the what?
BOGOs, buy one get ones. That's my store's big thing. Yeah, I'm being honest. Also, can I throw that thing in there, please? Sorry for the Chase Freedom Unlimited. I was planning on paying that off with my tax return. Because I put aside extra withholding. I always put aside extra withholding, which I know is not the best way to save, but it forces me into it.
So as many of you know, I've been a big supporter of Course Careers for a long time. I'm not just a partner, I actually own stock and I'm an investor. So why did I partner with Course Careers? Because I truly believe in what they're doing. A lot of people have questions about online certifications versus traditional college degrees. Let me be clear, I wouldn't put my name behind something unless I knew it worked. The thing is, not everyone has the time or resources to spend 4 years in college or take on massive student loan debt. Course Careers offers a practical, affordable way to launch a career in a high demand field like tech sales, IT, and accounting, where companies are hiring based on the skills needed, not broad college degrees. In fact, right now, 1 in 3 companies are dropping degree requirements, and that number is only going to continue to grow. I know some people think online programs are a quick fix, but that's not the case here. Course Careers takes effort and commitment, but they provide you with a streamlined, proven path. They offer up-to-date, self-paced courses, one-on-one or group coaching from people that work in the industry, and most importantly, they help you actually get hired. Just look at graduates like Nemeso, who went from driving FedEx trucks to a cybersecurity job at Disney. That didn't happen by chance. He put in the work, and Course Careers guided him every step of the way. And what truly sets Course Careers apart is that it's not just about learning skills, it's about landing a job. Their curriculum is designed based on what employers actually need, and their network of industry coaches will guide you through the entire process, from learning the skills to interviewing, resume help, and beyond. So if you're serious about starting a new career without wasting years or piling up debt, give Course Careers a try. Start with their free intro course linked in the description to explore your options. And when you're ready, use the link in the description for $50 off the full course. Your future starts right now, and Course Careers is here to help you shape it.
Okay, so
and that got delayed because my dad got pulled into extra work, so he's almost working 50 hours a week.
Do you know how much you're getting for a refund?
Last year, putting aside less than I did this year, I got almost $2,000. I think it was $2,000, so probably a little more than that.
You put aside more.
Huh? Last year?
this year? You said you put aside less last year. Why would you put aside more
Because
this
I was
year?
working, I was part-time. So like as of this year, I started putting aside more.
On purpose?
Yeah,
You really don't want to get anything back.
I know. It's just, my grandma always told me to because it's like a forced
Well, she's
savings
wrong.
account. I know. Oh, well, yeah, but she's my grandma. So I was
And
like, I'm
wrong.
not listen to her.
I don't
Well,
give a
yeah, but if it was your grandma,
Yeah, I would tell her she's wrong.
I do not have the guts to do that.
Well, you can also just not do it. Just don't have a conversation about it.
She had been asking for my, like,
Well, she needs to get
stuff.
the fuck out of your life because she's being weird.
No, I love my grandma.
Yeah, but she needs to get the fuck out of this kind of stuff. The car situation.
Yeah.
And this, for savings, sure, if you're literally incapable of existing, buddy, set up automatic transfers to a savings.
I did that now.
The government's not giving you a high yield savings. Well, that
Yeah.
thousands are sitting there. And honestly, I'm concerned based on the habits we've seen here, the language we've used, the conversation we've had. It's like, okay, yeah, you might get a couple $1,000. They can help you pay off this card and one other card.
Yeah.
But you'll just balloon them back up because if you don't, this is like a consolidation. It's like a bankruptcy. It's like a balance transfer. If you don't change the behavior before you just wipe it,
Yeah.
then you go right back in because it's not like you're closing the cards anyway. And there's not a single card with a $0 balance on here, unfortunately. I thought there was. Me. Okay, you're right. So,
At least I've never missed a payment. I know that's not a lot, but
yeah, but I've also heard probably 20 people say that, and then I find out that they
no,
have.
I've actually never missed a payment on
I
any of the
really
cards.
hope so.
I can pinky promise you I've never missed a payment on anything.
We don't need to touch skin, but I really hope so.
No, but I can pinky promise that.
Okay, I hope so. Amazon card. Okay, it's weird. You paid a good amount, but then you purchased on it. There's a balance. It's a small balance. It's like I don't understand why we keep it. $103.97.
Yeah. I try not to spend too much on that one, obviously, because it's not in an intro period or anything.
Okay, so your Amazon card. Pull up your Amazon account.
Okay.
Laundry. Okay, that's fine. Slim case for iPad.
Okay, well, I wasn't going to break the
Another
expensive thing.
reason to spend money. Yeah, but you spent money to spend money.
Yes.
Like, you get it?
Well, yeah, but I mean, also, I didn't want to break the new iPad. Like, I didn't want it to just immediately be worthless, so.
Yeah, but also maybe don't get a iPad, you tit. Expensive vacuum. You do not need that right now.
No. I have.
Oh my.
I'm
Please.
sorry. I know it's gonna sound bad. I have really horrible allergies, and the carpets in my apartment suck.
Yeah, but you get a vacuum that's not $1,000 trillion.
but
That
it
is a
doesn't
nice
work.
vacuum. That is what I have. That is a nice vacuum.
If you look up a vacuum right now, they're all gonna be way more than that. They're gonna be very expensive. That one was not that much. It was like $100.
Oh, maybe this isn't the one I have.
I was about to say. I was like, I literally picked one of the cheaper ones.
Okay, 200.
It was on sale. I bought it on sale. That's the only reason I got it, was because it was on sale.
You got it for 130.
That's close.
It's close. Carpet thing for the cat. It looks like more cat
Yeah.
stuff. Air purifier.
Also
More
for the
cat
allergies.
stuff. Blue Via.
That's the water filter. Okay, our water is horrible. You can look
Congratulations, get a Brita.
at it. We did, but it says that all it does is filter for taste. It doesn't actually filter anything out.
Who says that?
The Brita filter, if you look on the packaging, there's literally a whole label that says that it only filters odor and taste. It doesn't actually
Pants,
filter
a lot of
anything.
stuff, and then we're back to the sud stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Dual chamber composting.
Yeah, we compost.
Don't.
That's good for the environment.
It is. You just can't afford it.
Well, yeah, we don't pay anything for it now.
You
That
had to
was
buy the
upfront.
composter, dude.
Well, yeah.
The thing is, listen, I will allow a justification of the case. I will allow a justification of the composter. I will allow a justification of blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, all of a sudden with your conversation, it's becoming justified.
that's how
And
I-
this justified is stacking up so much
Yeah.
to where you can't afford it, meaning it is no longer justified. We can justify a couple things here and there, but your justifications are so much on a monthly basis
Yeah.
that it no longer works. Peppermint bullshit. I mean, it's just fucking stupid, dude. It's just so much buying. You're getting so much. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, 4 things in your car. Let's see. More pants.
Okay, no. My boss literally 2 days ago told me that the pants that I'd been wearing to work are not in uniform.
More
so
Blue Villa fucking filters because that's a forever investment.
yeah.
Child safety cabinet locks.
Oh, our freezer, the door does not stay closed all the way.
Tell the landlord.
We did. They said there's nothing they can do about it.
Report
They were like,
it.
I did.
to the state?
Oh, no, I did not do that. I thought you meant like reporting
Well, I
to
would
them.
just chat online and see if that's legal or not.
Okay.
Filtered shower head?
I'm not buying that. I'm
better not,
not
it's
buying that. No, I was
$200.
just looking at it. I just wanted to read it, but then I was looking at it and I didn't want to lose it.
Going into your settings.
Okay.
You have the SeaWorld app, please, for fuck's sake.
That was only for that day. I did not buy.
I
I did not
certainly
have.
hope.
Yeah. We don't even go often.
Looking at the subscriptions. Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh, expensive Apple Care.
That's for my
Apple
Mac.
Music, Cozy Gold, Duolingo, iCloud Plus, LifeSum Premium, Lightroom Photo and Video, $50. All the $30, $40,
That one I tried to
Duolingo,
cancel.
huge structure. It's one button.
Which one?
Any of them. You can cancel all of them with one button right
Yeah.
here. So shut the f up if you
Well,
tried.
no,
You didn't.
it says that I canceled it.
Lightroom, Structured Daily Planner. Oh my! Use the Notes app or something. Yuka.
Yeah.
What the f are even half of these? What
Yuka-
is LifeSum and Yuka?
LifeSum tracks your calories and your intake and stuff for like every day, and then
You can do
Yuka-
that. You can do that on the MyFitness app for free.
No, you have to have a subscription for MyFitness.
To track the calories?
You have to have a subscription to use the fitness app.
What? I didn't.
Yeah. If you go into the Apple thing, it'll tell you have to have a subscription for
I use
it.
that right now, and I don't think I do.
I don't know. They gave it to me. They
What,
tried to
and
give it to me
Yuka?
for free. That
Or
tells
in
you
LifeSum. Or what the other one?
Yuka.
That you didn't say. Yeah,
Oh,
that.
that's it tells you like it breaks down what ingredients are in each product to tell you if it's safe or not. That's because I have really bad problems with my hormones, so it tells me if things are endocrine disruptors or not.
Oh boy.
I feel like that's reasonable.
It's reasonable. I just wonder if
Thank
you're going to
you.
make it to like 60.
Why? Because
No,
of
it
my
just seems
subscription?
very broken. But
Oh yeah, no, I have a lot of problems. I'm not even gonna lie about that.
okay, City Double Cash.
Yes, that is only balance transfers.
Oh, apparently the Amazon card's actually at $300 now. Great.
Yeah.
We're going back $300 to the Amazon card. Minimum monthly payment probably still like $35. Okay, City Double Cash. Another $1,465.75. Holy cuts of 1,000. Death by 1,000 cuts, dude.
Yeah.
It's like none of these balances are absolutely insane, but it.
What?
What is this card?
It's only balance transfers.
Oh, you balance transfer. I was wondering
Yeah,
what the
but
fee
it
was.
was zero. It was zero APR on that for 12 months.
Yeah, but that's just a deferment. It's
I know,
you
it
thinking you
does.
make progress psychologically,
does
so you don't
accrue.
cut back. And we already saw you spend four times what you brought in.
Yeah.
So it's like you obviously psychologically feel like you're making progress with this, and it's not working for you.
Yeah.
Okay, $41 minimum monthly payment. Yeah, there's your $40 fee, transfer fee. I was like, got very
Yeah.
nervous seeing that
No,
fee. I was
I-
like, did she f***ing
No,
lie?
I did not. No, I did not.
Okay, and yes, it is until October. So let's see.
Yes. That one I did know.
1465.75. October is. You'll have about
5-ish months.
5 payments you can make if we're being safe. Okay, so $293.15 a month. That's what you need to pay this off. That's a chunky one. That is a chunky one.
Yeah.
Okay, what do we have here? Okay, amount financed $3,960. Finance charge $1,752. What the f? The interest rate's 25.53. What is this?
Is that a loan? I think that's the loan. That's the.
It's a
personal
loan, yes.
Yeah.
For what?
It was a personal loan. I paid off all of the cards that I had, and then I ended up spending on them again.
How'd that work?
Not well. No, yeah, that was
So
a
we're doing it
mistake.
again with balance transfers and using
Yeah.
our IRS
The
money.
balance transfer was before that. I'm just saying.
Great. So we really didn't
Yeah.
make our fucking.
I thought that it was going
we
to
haven't
help me
learned anything.
consolidate.
And again, you spent 4 times what you made.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was going to
So
help me
it's like-
consolidate.
So it's like you still haven't learned your lesson today. Where we are today, you have not learned your lesson.
Yeah.
Today.
I just thought it was going to help me
When did
consolidate
you take
it.
this out?
December. So right after
This
the move.
last December? Oh, fucking Okay, so the balance is still basically, it's going to be like 4,000. And you're going to pay a total of like 6,000 over the history of it.
Yeah.
Okay, loan, great, consolidate, stupid fucking dation.
Yep.
158.67 a month.
Yes.
Oh boy, it's gonna take forever to pay off. 158.67.
I think it's a 3-year loan. As far as I'm aware.
What? They told me you took out the loan for moving expenses.
Well, yes and no. I paid off the cards that I had, and then I used those cards for moving expenses.
Oh,
Yeah.
for fuck's sake. Oh, what moving expenses did you possibly have?
My truck and trailer to move.
For moving what?
All my stuff.
How much stuff did you have? Listen,
My sister- I got my family's bed
unique in
set.
this. When I moved down here to Austin, Texas, it was 2 seats in my sedan.
Yeah, no, I had a lot of things.
Get rid of it!
Well, I can't get rid of like my pets and my tanks that I have.
I moved with a cat down here.
Well, yeah, but cats are a lot different than turtles. I had 2 turtles and 2 separate
then
tanks.
you can't afford them.
Well, I didn't know that at the time.
Well, then you shouldn't get them. Your parents shouldn't have allowed you to
I was
get
a
them.
kid.
Then your parents shouldn't have allowed you to get
My
them.
parents are broke too, so
Well, so they're stupid?
no,
Financially?
no.
Yes.
I have no idea, honestly.
They're broke, so they're probably stupid financially. It's except for a few rare circumstances, in the vast majority of time, if you're in like your 50s and you're broke, a lot of that was choice. A
Yeah.
lot. There are situations where it's not 100%, but a lot of it. So we can assume financially. So they would
work
probably
really
be
hard.
stupid. Trust me. People, honestly, even the brokest of people are the ones that work hard because they work the hardest because they get themselves in the worst situations ever out of their horrible actions and
Yeah.
mismanagement of money that they're forced to work hard. Then they do things they don't even want to do longer than they want to do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's where before I moved, that's why the cards were so high. That's why I got the loan to pay them off, was because I was trying to help my parents out too. Not pay for their stuff, but like pay for anything that, was for me.
You can't do that. It's not your job.
I'm aware of that now, but at the time, I mean,
Did they?
they didn't ask me to or anything.
Okay.
No. I was just trying to make their lives easier because I saw how
I
hard they
appreciate
worked.
the heart of it.
I know.
Just it's destroying your
Like
life.
I'm the youngest of 5 kids.
Then it really shouldn't be you.
And they started having kids when they were young, obviously.
Okay, so did my parents? I don't know.
No, but it's like they tried to go to college and then they couldn't afford college because obviously college is expensive. And so my mom got a full-time job and my dad works full-time, but he's working in like it's like construction, but I don't want to make it sound difficult, but it's basically like a construction job with plumbing. And so he works outside a lot of the time all day. And it's
In
like
Florida, the Florida heat,
exactly.
humidity.
And it scares me really bad. And I see how hard he works. So I was just
But
trying
you
to
putting
like,
things on credit cards without
Yeah.
them changing the behavior that got them there in the first place is one, enabling
they
them, and then
try.
two.
My mom works
If
at a
I
bank.
sa-
She tries hard.
Huh?
My mom works at a bank. I mean, she tries hard to pay things
no,
off.
she works at a bank.
No, I mean, she knows what she's doing. It's just, it feels
You
like
don't have
we
to work at a
constantly get
bank to know what
screwed.
you're doing. Trust me.
We got foreclosed on in Miami, and that's where a lot of it came from. Yeah. I don't really know how else to describe that.
I'm just saying, if I sat down with them,
Yeah.
they're trying.
I mean, yeah,
I
but
bet
when...
2 things happened from what you did. 3 things. 1, you had a good heart, and I appreciate that.
Oh.
Cool. Number 2, stuff.
Yeah.
Number 3, probably just enabled their behavior that got them there in the first place. You,
Well, I mean,
based
I
on
didn't- I
everything
didn't
I've seen
tell
on the
them
show, that
that.
is likely what happened.
Yeah. Well, the car payment is a lot of what's
So you had a trailer and all this stuff for moving,
Yeah.
dude, for turtles and bullshit.
Yeah.
The fuck doing? And that cost thousands?
No, I wouldn't say thousands. I mean, that was just like all of it.
How much did it cost?
The trailer was probably about $300 for just like to move up here, and then I had to pay for rent and stuff, but I didn't have anything put aside, so I paid rent. The first month of rent was like basically on me because my boyfriend, his stuff didn't start until he was in classes, which was in January, not December. So I had to pay for the first month. Does that make sense?
It does.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how else to describe it.
No,
but
it does.
Yeah.
I mean, that part's fine.
Yeah, but that's where like a good amount of it came from, was that and everything just being built up for so long. Because I also put...
Were you not working there?
Where, in Gainesville? I was, but it was part-time because I was also helping take care of my grandma.
Who's taking care
And
of your
in
grandma
school,
now?
my parents, when they come home. Otherwise, she's just home alone.
Yeah, but what about when they're not home?
She's not... I mean, she can still do things.
That means you
it's
could have
just-
worked more.
Sorry,
I'm a natural pushbacker.
No, I wanted to, but it was my grandma asking me not to, like asking me to help
Really?
her. Well, she was asking me to stay and help her. I mean,
That's so hard. I know.
I
It's
know.
so hard. But at a certain point, it also is just like, I never want to be in a position if I have kids that I am delaying them from actually being able to live their best life. And then I delayed
that's
them from starting their life for a decade.
I mean, it delayed me from starting school until the spring.
Exactly, it
Yeah, I was
did.
supposed to start in the fall, but I stayed because she was not okay.
And I'm not against the heart of it. It's just,
Yeah.
it's just the,
It's just like there's been a lot of things that have happened with my family that have made it feel very
it's
stupid.
4,500 that you owe currently. It's going to go much
which
higher.
one?
Personal loan.
Oh, yeah. That I knew. There's also, I don't know if it's in there
Student
anywhere.
loans.
Yeah, but this is separate. There's also probably some medical debt somewhere, not in here because I can't find it, but I had knee surgery at 19 or 18.
What happened?
We have no idea. It's not fixed. The surgery didn't fix it.
Okay.
But my knee dislocates on its own.
What do you do? Just like pop it in? I don't know how it works.
I literally just force it back into place. But I was going.
Can I see?
My mom has a video of it somewhere.
Okay. We'll do that in the post show.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can find it. But
Okay, so student loans. Well, let's talk about that in a second.
Yeah,
Let's go
that's
with
fine.
what's here. Student loans. Again, I'm okay with you borrowing more. What's
Yeah.
the intro salary for the position you're trying to get?
I don't know the. Oh, you mean
What's the
yearly?
position you're trying to
Yearly?
get?
Any psychology, so therapist, anything like that, and they start around.
Yeah, but you're gonna need more than just a bachelor for therapy.
No, because I can get the certification, which
Oh,
allows me to go.
gotcha.
Yeah, which
Okay.
allows me to go right into it. So basically, I can start out at 60,000 if I get that right away,
Okay.
and then it gets more with
I'm
experience.
not saying
obviously.
do this, but
Yeah.
by the student loan rules,
Yeah.
you can technically borrow $60,000
Yeah, I just
in low
I was going
interest
to.
federal student loans.
But see, I was going to, but because my mom started to make more, which she really didn't, it was just to cover the COVID relief. They pulled my funding, so I couldn't get any funding for school. So a lot of there's a bunch of random school purchases. That's
yeah, but
because
maybe
my loan isn't there.
unsubsidized federal.
I tried to do unsubsidized, and they said that I was not eligible for
What
it.
does she make?
I have no idea offhand, but that's why this year this semester, this upcoming semester or year, whatever, that's gonna change because
Why?
I'm considered independent now. Independent.
There you
now.
go. So
Yeah.
have you applied?
Yes, I did. I just have to wait for
And?
this. I have to wait for this
Okay.
semester's grades to post before they tell me. But I did apply for that.
2,250. That's not bad for being 2 years in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's SoFi. It's the good SoFi, not the bad SoFi. Okay, SoFi checking account. So that's all your debt. You said you have some medical debt. How big though?
Probably. I genuinely would not know what to tell you. My mom
Well,
did it.
if it's small, it's not going to show up on your credit.
Okay, cool. But that's the only other thing I would know
If
of.
it's
Except
large,
my
it's going to
car.
take a bit to show up on your credit, but then it will.
My car is also debt. I don't know if that's where that is.
Did I have that document?
You didn't go through it yet, but. Oh, I think the problem was that the car is in my mom's name. No, it's in. I'm the secondary on it,
how
but
much
I
is
didn't have any
owed?
credit. 23 and change, I believe. Yes.
Oh!
Yeah.
No fucking, what's the interest rate?
5%, I believe.
Okay, that's not horrible.
Five
That's an
something.
insane balance for
It
someone
is an
making
insane- yeah.
$2,000 a month?
Yeah, I hate it. That's the one thing I can't even argue with you on because I hate that.
You can't argue with
balance.
me on any of this, honestly.
I know. No, but I genuinely did not want to
What's
pay
the
that
car
much.
in year?
It's a 2019 Chevy Colorado.
I've never even fucking heard of that. It's worth
It's a-
$12,000.
it's a mid-sized truck.
It's worth $12,000.
The dealership told me it was worth $17,500
When?
right before I moved.
It's worth $12,626 median.
Okay.
Private
That's
party,
fine.
which is usually higher than dealerships.
That makes all right. I mean, I believe you. I just.
I mean, even if
checked
it's
it.
17, you're down 5.
Yeah, I know. No,
more.
I hate that
6.
fact. Because I tried to go in and trade it in for something cheaper, and it would have put me in more debt. So I didn't do that because the car was worth
Well,
less.
you're underwater.
Yeah,
Minimum monthly payment?
$515.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
For how long?
I think
What's the
another 2
term?
years. It was 5 years. It was 5
It's been
years.
3 years and you still owe 23?
No, wait. It's been 2 years. Two
So
full
3
years.
more years.
3 more years. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, almost 2,000 in a checking account. That is not bad. But it is up from 44 when you started. So I feel like we're in just that part before you go down again to where you were.
Probably.
And you went in and got some bullshit. Went and got some bullshit. Dirty Dog's Car Wash. BS.
I told you about the car wash thing. That was a
But there's
subscription.
2.
Yeah, because
I had the credit card and then that checking account.
there should not be another one on the credit
Well,
card.
there is.
Great.
That's what we were looking at earlier.
Awesome.
Remember?
Yeah. No.
First watch.
Oh, that one is my boyfriend's car. Sorry. The
Why is
checking
it on
account.
your checking account?
Because we share that checking account.
You share with a boyfriend.
Yes.
Don't. Separate.
Okay. If you don't think it's
Skims. BS. BS.
Actually-
Always walking out of the grocery store with something
Yeah.
of like
No,
$4.
that I hate.
This I hate.
Yeah.
Savings went down from 5,500 to 1,300. What happened?
That is because my I
What is
had
Skims even?
it's for bras and stuff.
It's inexpensive.
It is expensive though.
Are there Amazon Basics bras?
Yeah, but they all suck and they wear out really fast. So I just assumed it was better to get the one
2025. I
that would
thought we were all
last.
free in the nip anyway. I do. Look at
yeah,
me.
I can't at work though. That's the problem. I would totally, but I can't at work. The thing with that money partially was not mine. It was strictly school. That was savings for school.
From who?
Like family from a long time ago. And then I had it in there. So that was not like my money. Does that make sense? It was just sitting in there because that savings account had a better interest rate than my original savings account. So I just had it in there because I felt like it was better to keep it there.
Yeah. Where'd it go?
To school. It went to tuition.
Went to tuition.
100% went to tuition. My tuition was like at least $9,000
Now
or
we
something
only got
like
like
that.
1,000 in there.
Yeah.
Another checking account, $300 in there. Started with 195. Looks like
That's the
just
other
payroll
one.
coming in.
Yeah, part of my paycheck goes there for my car
And
because my mom pays
$22 in the
it.
savings account for
Yeah.
that. Oh, Publix 401k?
And that's going to go up because I got full time.
2,161. Pretty good. Are you only taking the match?
I think so, yes.
Only take the match.
Yes.
I don't know what the match is, but only take it. You know what
Yeah.
the match is?
No, I do not because I just started that. Like I just started changing it because I got full time. So I only had one option when I was part time, and it was, hey, do this.
Don't
and this
look at the
amount.
market. That's
You
all I'm
know,
telling
no,
you.
I don't. It's
Don't
a
look at the
percentage
market.
of my check, and I can choose the percentage. I think right now it's at like 10 or something. But
Okay.
I have no idea
Well,
about
this is
retirement
interesting.
stuff,
Let's get
so-
you a budget.
Okay.
Total income $2,000. What's your portion of rent?
About 800.
Fuck me.
I know.
Too expensive. If I go on Zillow right now, I cannot find a place cheaper.
Probably not.
What happens if I prove you wrong?
I'm in a lease, so there's really nothing I can do about it. But
Well, not have gotten into that lease. You said you were looking forever, but also
I
we
did.
can
No, I
potentially
did.
we can potentially get out. But either way, why is it under recently sold? I don't care about that. No, on the coast?
no. Well, kind of.
Yes. What?
We're 10 minutes from the beach, but we're not like on the water.
Oh, for sake.
The college is right there. I mean, it's kind of,
No, I'm just saying. For spring break, you're already where everyone goes.
yeah.
You're right. It is going to be probably expensive. You said Orlando.
Yeah, I said near Orlando.
What do
It's
you
an
pay
hour
for your
from Orlando.
2-bed?
The total is $1,707.91, I believe, every month. But then we split that.
17, you said?
Yeah,
So let's
1707.
just say, okay, I have 75 rentals available for 1,400 or less.
Is that including any utilities or anything?
Oh, some, I'm sure.
Well, I mean,
lots of $1,200 ones. Lots of $1,200 apartments. Lots of $1,200 apartments. And it's one bedroom. You guys already sleep together. It's okay. Utilities, how much?
Less than $50 because it's the
Oh,
only
so
one.
utilities aren't included here anyway.
Yeah, the only
Internet,
one.
how much?
We don't pay for internet. It's included.
Gas, vroom, drive for you.
Maybe $40 every 2
Car
weeks.
insurance, 2 weeks? Okay, so 80.
Okay.
Car insurance.
Yeah, on a month, I pay every 6 months.
How much every 6 months?
Around 900, I believe.
Okay,
It
so
went up because I moved, which I don't understand why. but
$150 a month. Phone bill.
I don't pay for that.
Think you do use Helium if T-Mobile service is
yeah,
good
I was
in your
planning
area.
of it. I was planning
Good.
to.
Well, I'm going to do your minimum payments and not what you should put towards those 2 0%ers
Okay.
to pay it off. Obviously, no payments on the student loans now, but
Yeah.
the car really. 905.67 is owed on a monthly basis. I mean, you're already over, so it's like a TP fund. You can do 100, you can do 300 to groceries. Again, use the cookbook. Okay, comes with a premium version of the budgeting app, and you can get a physical version signed. If you sign up for the annual version, I'll mail it to you. Medical on a monthly basis. I know you're broken. How much?
60 for meds, I believe.
Not bad. Gym.
I don't need it. I have
No
a
subscriptions.
school.
How many cats?
2.
Health and age.
Both 5, and they're both healthy.
Get pet insurance. I'm budgeting $60.
Okay.
You're $500 under. $511.67 under.
Under like what I make. Okay.
But I can't have you working more hours. In fact, I might cut back down to 30. Rare case,
I
but
would
you only
like
have
to.
2 years to go.
Yeah.
Student loans, borrow. Try not to go over 20. What's your semester cost?
This last semester was 9 out of pocket because I had scholarships.
9,000?
Because I had scholarships, and I get to keep
What do you
the
mean last
scholarships.
semester?
So this semester
You're
I'm
in your first semester.
Yeah.
3
at
more to
this
go.
college. At least. Yeah.
Okay, 27,000.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Borrow that.
Okay.
For student loans, no more out-of-pocket expenses. Everything you have is going to life expenses,
Okay.
but you're still under. You guys need to
save it?
downgrade your apartment when you
Yeah,
can.
when we can. I'm planning on that actually.
Well, I'd plan on go talking to your office and ask if you can get out.
Okay.
If it's expensive to break, then don't. But that's a conversation you're gonna have tomorrow.
Yeah.
We had to get the iPad. We had to get all this bullshit. Return the iPad. Yes. When did you buy it?
Like a little under a month ago.
It's gonna. I think
Yeah.
Best Buy's 2 weeks. Go
Yeah.
cry.
Okay.
Go cry to them. We know
Okay.
you can do it.
Hey, that's not fair.
I'm kidding. Just go into Best Buy. I think they have a 2-week return policy. Beg. Well, I can't afford life, which is true. Which is true. Let's just get rid of the minimum monthly payment. Any minimum monthly payment we can just strip away,
Okay.
the better.
At least that one's 0 APR.
If you can actually sell your car for $17,000, sell your car for $17,000.
Like to anybody or
Borrow
like through something?
500, private sale preferably.
Okay.
Borrow 6. It's
feel
gonna be
like-
hard.
I was gonna say, I
Listen,
thought
no, just 1 second. You can borrow the $6,000 and then you can pay it
Yeah.
off, personal loan, and then get a $10,000 car loan for a $10,000 car.
Okay.
That brings you down to $16,000. That's less debt to pay off, but I bet your minimum payments are going to be pretty similar with both those loans combined. So that doesn't save you on the monthly basis. I would still do that,
Yeah.
but I'm trying to figure out how to get you there on a monthly basis.
Well, I did try to do the whole like
You
selling
might
the car thing. but-
do a part of student loans for living expenses, but you do not get to have 1 single cent of going out to eat or fun or anything. No more Legos, no nothing. I don't know how you've survived up to this point.
I
honestly.
did tell him we can't do it
In
anymore,
the summer,
so.
are you working or are you
Working. No, I'm absolutely
then
working.
you
I have no
are
choice.
killing yourself in the summer. You're going
Yeah, I know.
80 hours a week. 80 hours a week. Realistically, 60 hours. But just
Yeah.
go hard. The hardest you can push you to your limit so that you can save up enough to funnel your living expenses for the next school year. And that gets us even.
Is that with work? Was that with going to school in the summer too? Because I'm also going to school in the summer.
Well, sorry. I said school or work.
I'm sorry. No, I thought
How
you
much
meant,
school?
I full
Full-time?
time still.
Why? If you're doing 3 more semesters.
To just because I'm also doing the minor, so I'm trying to get them all done as
you
soon as
have-
possible.
Well, we have to pay for that too then.
I think this summer is cheaper though. This because I
I
also
know, but I
still
didn't
have
calculate that
scholarships.
into the student loans.
Yeah.
Listen, you might borrow about $40,000 to go to school. And I'm okay with that as long as you actually finish this, kill it, and get into a good paying $60,000 intro career and move your way up from there. If that's actually the intro. If it's less than that, then you cannot borrow this much. But maybe you're borrowing $40,000 and some of that is subsidizing your lifestyle, but you're going to work your ass off in the summer as well.
Yeah.
If you ever need an extra, there's nothing for psychology, but I can always, of course, gift you a course career certification.
Yeah.
Just maybe your boyfriend. I don't know.
Honestly,
But,
that would be great for him.
yeah, we can do that. Yeah, I mean, work as much as you can. You're going to be in a deficit. It's okay to federal student loan borrow some of it.
What happens if they do the same thing they tried to do last year and they don't give it to me? Like they don't.
Well, you
let
said
me
your status
take-
is different. So
I hope they give it to me, but Florida student loans right now are
how often
really
do you apply
stupid.
to scholarships?
All the time. I'm
Keep
constantly
going.
doing that.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if that happens, then we can have a conversation and we can go from there.
Okay.
But I'm going off the assumption that you can.
I've just already put a lot into the school, so I don't want to like give up on it.
No, I'm not saying you can give up either, but
Yeah.
if you have to take 1 year to save up for the
Yeah.
next 2 years of living expenses, like that's not going to be the worst.
Yeah.
Like I'm okay with you starting this career at 23.
I had even considered doing that, but I
24.
had already pushed my application back, and they told me
okay.
they weren't going to let me. So
Now that you're in, ask if you can take a year off.
yeah, like a gap.
So they just say I need to do it to save up some money, and if you start your career at 24, that's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a lot of options here. Okay.
Also,
that's what you need to start doing.
If anything with like that doesn't work out, the store I work for, the managers make at least $100,000 a year, so I could
Well,
always
if you
move
can,
up.
but that's going to demand a lot of your time, which takes away
Yeah.
from school, and it's not going to be as
No,
flexible.
I'm
gonna
saying like
assume.
if the school thing doesn't work out, like
if you
I
want
can't-
to do it,
yeah,
sure.
I mean, I have two options for
Okay,
good
I see
career.
what you're
Yeah, like I'm not like stuck at nothing. You
Well,
know.
join us for the post show. We're going to call the boyfriend and confess how
Yay.
bad this actually is because he doesn't really know. We're also going to watch her get her knee disjointed. And I'm sure there's extra drama
yeah.
and all this stuff that I don't yet know about that Lindsay, the Team Master, is going to bring up. So make sure you join Hammer Elite in the description below. It says $10 a month, but literally it's thousands of hours of extra content and we upload something every day. Every day. It's the best YouTube membership there is. Hammer Financial Score, spending in a budget, 0 out of 10. Debt. Well, it's really not the worst debt. You're just being very stupid with it. The car's dumb. But it's
Yeah,
going to be
the
a
car
2
is
out of
dumb.
10. The car brings it down pretty hard.
Yeah.
Emergency fund, 1 out of 10 because that's all you got really there. Retirement. For your income and where you actually are, your retirement for your age is quite good. I'm going to give that a
I'm so excited for that one.
7 out of 10. Real estate, 0 out of 10.
Yeah.
And that's not expected at this age. So this is going to be not too shabby because you did stock up a good starting retirement. So 2 out of 10, not bad for 21. While in college and being in debt, that is not that bad of a score.
Yay! I'm going to Norway.
You don't have enough money. 2 vacations? Why possibly? What?
Because it's my family's vacation.
I don't give a They can pay for it then.
Call your boyfriend. Put him on speakerphone.
I have to tell you all of my debt.
How much do you think your girlfriend Sabrina's debt is?
5,000.
Yeah, it's a lot more than that.
To watch the Financial Audit post show, click the join button below.